What's going on, guys? Dr. Jake here again with Olsen Family Chiropractic and Wellness. And today, what we're going to be talking about is we're going to continue our series here on some things that you guys can be doing at home if you are struggling with low back pain. The last video that we talked about, I showed you some of my favorite exercises that I give most patients for low back pain. This is my absolute most favorite stretch protocol or stretches that I'm giving people that are suffering with low back pain. The reason why is it helps loosen and balance out muscles that are going down in our lower extremity here. Why I say a stretch protocol is because it's 4 stretches built into one pattern. I'm going to show you step by step how we're going to go about doing this. As you can see here, I am kneeling on a foam pad. If you have something like this, that'd be great because we're going to be spending 2 minutes on each one of your knees. You could use a pillow, you could roll up a blanket if you don't have anything like this. Otherwise, if you're in your living room or a carpeted area, that should be enough to give your knees some padding or cushioning. I would not recommend doing this on your hardwood floors or linoleum or things of that nature. So we're going to be starting right here. As you guys can see, I'm in a hip flexor stretch stance. A lot of you guys, if you played sports or any activities growing up, probably are familiar with what this stretch looks like. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be shifting my hips forward so that way I can stretch all the muscles that are on the front side of my pelvis here. What I want you to be concerned of, or what I want you to be looking at for some keys here, is I know it's tough to see at this angle. My knee should never be going in front of my toe. As I shift my pelvis forward, my knee stays in line. If I shift to the side here, when I come forward like this, you can see how my knee is not going past my toe. So that's the first one. We're going to be doing this stretch for 30 seconds. The next step in this protocol is I'm going to take the elbow of the side that is up and I'm going to take it right down into my instep. So I'm going to be going down to the floor like this. Now this is one of the areas where I lack mobility. We're stretching our groin here and my muscles stop me. So this is the farthest I can go. I can feel a really good stretch here in my groin. That's going to be 30 seconds as well. That's number 2. Number 3 is I'm going to take my hand, replace where my elbow was, right in my instep. So instead of here, now I'm coming here. I'm using my offhand or my left hand to support me, and I'm pushing my leg out to the side. This, again, is a groin stretch, but it's going to be stretching in a different area. So that's 30 seconds as well. We've done a 30-second hip stretch, 30-second groin, 30-second groin, and now we're going to be working into our hamstring. Now, a lot of you have stretched your hamstrings before. This is going to be something that I'm very confident you probably haven't stretched in this way. I'm going to straighten my leg, and when we go do a hamstring stretch, a lot of us just reach for our toe, right? And that's cool, I can touch it. But what we want to be stretching here is we want to be able to stretch the origin of the muscle. So we want to get closer into our glutes here. What that looks like is with my legs straight, I'm going to be sitting my hips back like so. Oftentimes what we'll see is that people think it's a more pain, more gain thing. So if I can sit all the way back here, yes, I'm sitting back farther, but if you look, I'm just twisting my hips. We want to keep our hips square, and I sit back, and now I can feel a pull right here. So if you look at me from the side, with this leg straight, I'm not reaching down for it. My pelvis is coming straight down, and now I can feel that hamstring stretch. Okay. So this is my favorite protocol, my favorite stretches. You're going to do each one of these, like I said, for 30 seconds. So it's going to be 2 minutes on this side, and then I would switch, and now I'm doing the same thing over here. I do my anterior pelvis, so hip flexor stretch. Elbow goes to my knee. My hand replaces my elbow. I push out, and then my leg goes straight, and I sit myself back down. So this is something that's going to take you 4 minutes to do. If you could do this at least once a day, if not twice a day, morning and night would be a great idea for this. This will help lengthen some muscles and hopefully give your low back a little bit of relief. As always, guys, I hope that you got something from this video. Any questions you have at all, you can comment on this video below, and we will definitely get back to you. If you want to learn more, you can click on the form below. You can fill that out, and it's a great opportunity to get to our low back new patient special, and that way you guys can come into the office and we can address any more concerns that you have. Have a fantastic rest of your day.